Welcome back or welcome if you know my channel. I hope you're all doing great. Today I will talk about episode 9 of Island 2. In this video, I will discuss about the second test of the part 2. If you haven't seen my previous videos on Island 2, I'd advise you to go check my playlist about it. That will be in the top right corner. But before we start, some disclaimers as always. This whole video is just my opinion, so it's obvious that you will not totally agree with me. Don't hesitate to share your opinions in the comments though, but don't forget to remain respectful, it's really important. I will remove all the comments with hate towards the girl or me. And if you want to know where I watched Island 2, I watched the episode on Bilibili, the link will be in the description. That's all for the disclaimers, let's get to the real topic now. First, we have the final results of the blackpink test. Here are the missing scores, those of the Lovesick Girls team: Sevi, Jungeun, Coco, Juju. Here's the final ranking of the blackpink test, post-period. The second test of part 2 is the man position test. There are 4 teams, each representing a position in the group. Unfortunately, once again, the teams are defined by the producers. The part and leader will be determined based on the girls' rankings. The girls with the highest scores from each team will be the leaders, and those with the highest scores overall would choose their paths first. That's unfortunate because the lower-ranked members who need to prove their abilities won't have the opportunity to do so. The first team is the main vocalist team composed of Jungeun and Jungeun. Jungeun is the leader and has part 1, while Jungeun handles part 2. The song is If I Were a Boy by Beyoncé. This choice of member seems completely logical to me. I just hope that Jungeun and Jungeun will finally manage to talk to each other and that it will bring them closer. The second team is the main rock team composed of Coco and Juju. Coco is the leader and has part 1, while Juju has part 2. The song is Spicy by CL. Once again, the choice of members seems very logical to me because they are the 2 participants with the best rap abilities. The third team is the main dancer team composed of 5 members: Sojung, Jowon, Jimin, Mai, and Sebi. Jimin is the leader and has part 1, while Sebin has part 2, Sojung has part 3, Mai has part 4, and finally Jowon has part 5. The song is Money by Lisa. And the fourth and final team is the all-rounder team composed of Salon, Fuko, and Gyuri. Fuko is the leader and has part 1, Gyuri has part 2, and Sarang has part 3. The song is 4 Walls by FX. Unlike the composition of the first 2 teams, I found the compositions of the last 2 teams really poor. Mai and Sebi are clearly not main dancers, and Jimin isn't really one either. They are more like centers, so I will have placed them in the all-rounder team. Yes, they are not completely all-rounders, but when I see Sarang's recent vocals, I don't think she's one either, and Gyuri isn't really one either. I would have made a main dancer team composed of Jimin, Sojung, and Jowon because Jimin has already performed songs in a street style like My Bag in Are You Next, and a center team composed of Fuko, Gyuri, Sarang, Sebi, and Mai because currently it's normal that Mai and Sebi are less good since they are not main dancer, and in the final group that won't be their role. Well, fortunately, Mai doesn't have the last part finally. During a short break, the girls did some sports activities. Mai came first in the race, while Sebin came last. Both she and Jimin struggled with the muscle exercise. It was funny to watch, and I relate a lot because I'm also not very good at sports. Now let's talk about their intermediate check. Regarding the vocalist team, Jungeun and Jungeun haven't trained together, so their intermediate test was just a disaster. The girls didn't know half of the lyrics. Fortunately, they talked together afterward. Finally, Jungeun took the first step by apologizing and explained herself, and Jungeun followed. It's strange to see them laughing together, but I'm really happy to see them getting along again. It warms my heart. For the all-rounder team, Sarang's vocals were bad, possibly because the pitch was too high for her or because she was under a lot of stress. The girls also misinterpreted the song style, making it look cute instead of mature. In the main dancer team, Jimin and Sebi didn't meet the expectations, not quite fitting the street style of the song, just as I'd mentioned before. Mai also cried because she received a lot of criticism from the other participants. She was comforted by the other girls in her team, including Sojung, which was totally hypocritical of her. She practiced a lot after that, but alone, which is sad. Sebi and Jimin were also hyped by Coco. Unlike the other teams, the main rap team received compliments and performed very well. It already looked like a real performance, honestly. First performance is Four Walls by all-rounder team. Gyuri had good vocals as usual, and unlike before, she was the one who caught my attention the most. Well done! Foucault also had good vocals, but it was somewhat a disappointing performance from her. She didn't stand up this time, which is a shame. Despite that, she's still good. Sarang had better vocals than in the intermediate test, but she still sang a wrong note because of the stress. I feel like Sarang has really lost her confidence. She hasn't been impressive at all in her recent performances. The second performance is Spicy by main rap team. Her goal was truly incredible. It was her performance. Honestly, it looked more like a solo performance than a duo. However, I felt there were clearly some favoritism here. Yuju had a very unattractive outfit compared to Coco and got almost no screen time. I barely remember Yuju in this performance, unfortunately. The third performance is Money by main dancer team. It was clearly Jimin's performance. She was the center of attention, mainly because she had part 1. Sabi was the second best, but she wasn't as good as she usually is. The others were just invisible. The fourth and final performance is If I Were a Boy by main vocalist team. Both girls were incredible. It was a beautiful performance. I think Dion was more memorable than Jungeun, especially because she had more emotion in her voice. Now the final results of the second test. It would take too long to say everything, so I just leave you with the result and its translation. Pause to read. I think the top 4 is very fair. As for Beauty, she's good but maybe a little bit overrated because there are girls more talented than her in my opinion. And Sarang being so high ranked, I mean she's not the worst, but Jungeun is 10th and she's literally one of the most talented girls on the show. It doesn't make much sense for Sarang to be that high. The rest of the ranking seems okay to me. I'm sad that Mai is only 9th, but I have to admit she didn't stood out much in this round. I really hate that the public vote is included in the current scores, especially since it's only Korean votes and they clearly have favorites and don't like Jungeun. It's just unfair. It's also obvious that the producers have their favorites. They literally said it's not a big deal that Sarang sang a one note because she did it with confidence, whereas for any other participant it wouldn't have been acceptable at all and she would have been criticized a lot for it. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't hesitate to like it and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. I am currently voting daily for Mai, Sevi, and Jungeun. My ideal lineup remains Mai, Sevi, Jungeun, Foucault, Coco, and Jiyeon. And bye bye. See you soon. Mwah.